issue of the end of the COVID-19 pandemic back endemic continues to emerge. In fact, Denmark became the first country in the European Union to lift all restrictive policies. This means that wearing a mask and showing an infection certificate is no longer an obligation. The Danish move is based on the belief that COVID-19 has reached its peak and more than 16% have received the third dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. This figure is the highest among other countries in the European Union, which on average only about 14.5% of its citizens receive the third dose of vaccine. In addition to government policies, the role of citizens remains an important factor in inflation, a country's ability to choices with COVID-19. Social responsibilities such as maintaining one's own health, staying away from crowds, and self-isolation when not feeling well are important. These two choices with COVID-19. Endemi, a disease that affects an area or a group of people. In endemic conditions, the disease appears constantly and resides in a population or a certain geographic area. Examples of diseases that are endemic in Indonesia are malaria and dengue, hemorrhagic fever, DHF. After approximately 2 years of struggling with the COVID-19 pandemic, Indonesia is gradually preparing to transition from the pandemic to the endemic phase. However, on the other hand, WHO still states that a pandemic is far from after that if COVID-19 cases still occur in many countries and there is still an imbalance in the number of vaccinations. However, this is considered to be done careful because the increase and decrease in cases do not occur simultaneously in Indonesia. There are areas such as West Java and DKI that show an decline in early March 2022. On the other hand, in other areas such as Yogyakarta and the Riau Island, COVID-19 cases are increasing. Until the same time, Indonesia experienced 3 major waves of the massive transmission, namely the initial Delta and late variants of Omicron. The Omicron variant is the less variant that affect the community, but with the relatively lower fatality rate than a previous variant. This means that although it spreads more quickly. Its severity is lower than the Delta variant. Now, I would you like to invite all of us to join us to University Development Indonesia Manado.
Selamat datang di Universitas Pembangunan Indonesia Manado yang terletak dekat dengan kawasan bisnis Bahu Mall Manado. Tempatnya di Kelurahan Bahu, lingkungan 3 Manado, sangat strategis di pusat kota Manado. Dibangun di atas lahan seluas 2,5 hektar, Universitas Pembangunan Indonesia Manado berdiri megah dengan ruangan 7 lantai, terdiri dari ruangan kelas, ruangan kantor, perpustakaan, laboratorium komputer, laboratorium keperawatan, pengadilan semu, dan laboratorium bahasa, kantin, serta rooftop di lantai atas. Universitas Pembangunan Indonesia Manado memiliki 6 fakultas dengan program studi, yaitu Fakultas Pertanian, Prodi Agribisnis, Fakultas Hukum, Prodi Hukum, Fakultas Teknik, Prodi Teknik Elektro dan Teknik Sipil, Fakultas Ilmu Sosial Ilmu Politik, Prodi Ilmu Politik, Fakultas Sastra, Prodi Sastra Inggris, Fakultas Keperawatan, Prodi Ilmu Keperawatan, dan Profesi Nurse. Didukung oleh sumber daya manusia yang berkompeten dan tersertifikasi, Universitas Pembangunan Indonesia Manado memiliki dosen dan tenaga kependidikan dengan latar belakang S2 dan S3 lulusan dalam dan luar negeri.